Today, we're going to dive into a really powerful story. It's a parable that gets to the heart of our most valuable and, let's be honest, most misunderstood assets, our time. And this question, right here, is what it's all about. I mean, think about it. How often do we really stop and ask ourselves that? But the thing is, our answer, even if it's an unspoken one, pretty much defines everything we do. We're about to see how one father used a really clever test to teach his son this lesson.
So, our story starts in a small village, and we've got our two main characters. A father who's deeply worried, and his son who, well, doesn't seem to have a single care in the world.
Now, this wasn't just some phase he was going through. The son's entire life was just aimless. He was literally just letting the days drift by, and his father saw this not as just being lazy, but as a real tragedy. All those empty hours were a huge missed opportunity, and he knew he had to do something about it.
But he didn't just yell at him or give him a lecture. Nope. Instead, he came up with this brilliant two-part experiment. He called his son over, had him grab a watch out of a cupboard, and set the first part of his plan into motion.
So here's the interesting part. The father's first lesson had nothing to do with time at all. It was about something much more familiar to all of us, money. He wanted to set a baseline, to kind of explore how easily we assign value to things we can actually see and hold.
The instruction was super simple, right? A real object with a straightforward question. The father was basically just asking, what's the market value of this thing?
Okay, so the son heads to the market. The first person he asks says, 500 rupees. A clear number, a simple answer. Or, so it seemed.
He moves on to the next person. They look at the very same watch and say it's worth double that, 1,000 rupees. Okay, suddenly the value isn't so clear anymore. It's all subjective.
Then, a third person gives him yet another price, 800 rupees. Nobody could agree. There was zero consensus. For the son, this was just baffling. How could the same exact object have so many different values?
So he goes back home, totally perplexed. And just like that, the first lesson is learned. When value is based only on what other people think, it's inconsistent. It's unreliable. The father just smiles. Part 1, mission accomplished.
So the next day, the father calls his son over again. He gives him the very same watch, but this time, the question is completely different. And this question isn't designed to get an answer, really. It's designed to make him think.
I mean, this is a masterstroke, right? The father uses the exact same object, but totally flips the question. He masterfully shifts the focus from the physical watch to the intangible idea it represents, time itself. The son is confused, for sure, but he does what he's told.
The reaction in the market is immediate and not good. The same people who were so quick to put a price on the watch have no idea what to do with this question about time. They laugh in his face. They tell him to get lost. The question just doesn't compute. The son is embarrassed and he's totally ready to give up.
But just as he's about to head home, feeling dejected, he stops by this little shop where an old watchmaker is working. He figures, what the heck, and decides to ask his foolish question one last time. And this is where everything changes.
The old man doesn't laugh. He actually pauses, looks at the boy with a kind smile, and just delivers the central truth of this entire story. It's a simple, profound statement that just cuts through all the noise of the market.
And this just nails why it's priceless. You see, a watch can be bought and sold, but time, that's a one-way transaction. It's a resource you're spending every single moment, whether you want to or not, and you can never, ever get it back.
The old man then breaks it down into this beautiful paradox. So, the bad news is it's always slipping away. But the good news, the incredible opportunity, is that you are in the driver's seat. You control how it's spent. The choice is always yours.
You know, this is the ultimate equalizer. Rich, poor, successful, struggling, it doesn't matter. Everyone gets the same 24 hours in a day. The only variable, the old man explains, is what we choose to do with them. And for the son, this was a complete revelation.
Suddenly it all just clicked. The son's eyes filled with understanding. He ran home, told his father everything he'd learned, and from that day on, his entire life was transformed. He finally got what his father was trying to teach him.
And this wasn't just some idea in his head. It led to real, concrete action. The aimless wandering, it stopped. He started applying himself, working hard, because he now saw every moment not as something to kill,
but as a genuine opportunity to build something.
This really brings us to the story's final amazing definition. Think about it. Time is free, but it's priceless. You can't buy it, but you can use it. You can't keep it, but you can spend it. And it's this unique nature that makes our choices about it so incredibly important.
And this is the final urgent reminder. This is the takeaway that changed everything for the sun. Every second that ticks by is gone forever. There are no refunds, no do-overs.
Which, of course, brings the whole lesson right back to us. The story asks us to reframe how we think about time. It's not something we spend, it's something we invest. So the only question left is this. You've got your priceless and non-refundable allotment for today. What are you going to create with it?